Hi, we are in Warsaw with Giuseppe Ottaviani. Pleasure to meet you and pleasure to have you here. We are just few weeks before ASOT here in Poland. It is not your first time here in Poland and in Warsaw, so I think you should get some residency maybe or something like that because
I play Poland a lot. Yeah.
I got the first question about the Polish fans. I know that you're receiving really crazy gifts from Polish fans. Do you recall some of them? Do you remember?
No, nothing really crazy to be honest. Just like a dedicated fans that bring stuff every single time. But nothing that I can't specifically remember being crazy. Because just like I receive a gadget and presents from fans all over the world, and it's always.
Is there something special that was the most crazy gift you received from a fan?
Not really. I don't really have a crazy thing. Well, there was a T-shirt a while ago from someone from Mexico, like a hand made T-shirt with my face on it, which was I was not supposed to wear that.
Okay.
It was nice to see, like a painting, but it didn't really look like me that much.
Okay.
But look, I really appreciate the effort, and I still have it with me after 12 years maybe now.
Because I am asking this question because I heard the story that you received from Polish fans, alright, Giuseppe Pizza here in Poland. Was it true?
Yes.
Do you remember the situation?
Yeah, I remember these guys that they made this, because of course, as an Italian, I shouldn't say this. Right?
Yes, I know.
But I really like pineapple on pizza.
It was my second question to ask.
Well, and they made this T-shirt with the pizza and a pineapple.
Okay.
And it says, because I had this motto, I'm a music lover. Yeah. And this T-shirt said, I'm a pineapple pizza lover.
Oh my God. Okay, so as Italian...
And I still have it.
Oh, great, cool. So let's get back to, talking about the ASOT stuff.
Yeah.
This 25th anniversary of ASOT right now. Here in Warsaw, is it special for you? What thoughts do you have about this show?
Well, first of all, it's always special to play in Poland because it feels like, I'm back home. Okay. I've been playing in Poland since the early days. With remember May Day in 2004, I think, like a long time ago. And I've been playing Poland a lot. It's one of my bigger fan base.
Okay.
And I love the crowd that I have my die-hard fans following me in every city I play. So this is every time I play here is special because I know the people is gonna be a great party. Okay. And of course playing ASOT here in Poland, that makes it extra special.
Yeah, and today you've seen the venue where you will be playing.
Yeah, now I'm excited.
Okay, so it is a real big stadium. What are your thoughts about this place? Have you ever played or something?
No, I never played in that stadium. I played, big festivals, but not that one. And I was talking to Edward.
This Rebel guy.
And the Rebel guy. And I asked him how many people can fit in here, and he say 31,303 seats.
Oh, exactly.
Very specific. And I say, now I'm excited.
Okay, really cool. But on this year ASOT in Poland, on ASOT lineup, there are trance icons like you, Armin van Buuren, obviously, but there are also more mainstream DJs. What do you think about mixing this kind of, let's say, two vibes of music on this ASOT lineup? Yeah,
well, let me tell you your story, right? Before 2020, the pandemic, I was strict in one direction. That's the sound. I don't care about anything else. With the pandemic, something has changed in me, like in many other people, and including the crowd, including the listeners. Yeah. And mixing things together now, I think, is the best way to keep the dance life and the dance, I wouldn't say business, but bringing all people together, it's better than just divide people by sectors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I know, there are purists here and there, but I'm not on that school anymore. I really love the fact that all the different genres are kind of blending together. So in one lineup, you can have trance, house, techno, acid techno, progressive, melodic techno. I love the fact that every genre, it's kind of has a common ground. It brings the melody, because let's not forget, it's all about the melody for me. So and I hear great melodies in every different kind of music, and that's what I like. Okay. So I'm completely up for this.
So you're just open for this kind
totally
of ideas,
open.
okay?
But the good thing is that also people is now open to it. So they, even myself, right? I move around a lot. Because doing the same thing, especially after so many years, it gets boring for me. Okay. And if it gets boring for me, it gets boring for the people who are watching me or listening to me. So of course, I move a lot around. But while you're moving into different BPMs and genres, there is always the common thing, which is the good melody in it. Okay, so that's the thing that keeps me within a range anyway. But the fact that Armin is integrating different acts, different styles, I think it's just a plus for the festival and for the music industry in general.
Yeah, just integrating people is really a good idea.
Yeah,
ASOT is showing it every year. And talking about your the changes during the years, how can you describe Giuseppe Ottaviani in 2026?
I'm still the Giuseppe Ottaviani who makes melodies, because that's always been my thing. But I'm always been a live act. Yes. So the big change is this: I'm always been a live act, and then in 2021, when we came back to the shows, I started DJing. And I discovered DJing now, and I love it because being a DJ, I can actually play a wider range of music, and that makes me even more excited now and flexible. So I can play ASOT, trance and all the way. For example, I did play a show with Maddox and René Zonneveld. That was a kind of a hard techno. And so I kind of found my way, to playing that side. Okay. I can play slower stuff, for example, like melodic techno on a boat party. Okay. And and I love the fact that I can be flexible now and play all these different things, which would never be possible before because of my single sound, single direction, and live action.
And live acts, playing live is really important thing in your career.
Oh, it is. It made my career.
It made my career,
yeah.
To be honest. So can you tell us something more about your equipment, about your preparation for this specific kind of sets? Because it's not plugging the USB, but you've got a lot of additional work.
Yeah, no, well, since I started being a DJ, then I was talking to my manager and say, oh, you know what? I miss playing live, so we need to bring the keyboards back on stage. And then I came out with this idea of a octagon.
Yeah, that's
where I play with. I have this custom-built setup of 8 keyboards in the shape of an octagon, and I in the middle. So it's kind of a 360 setup where I don't focus on mixing the music. I just focus on playing the melodies on the music. And what I use, basically I use 2 laptops, because one is the backup of the primary.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I use 8 MIDI keyboards from Novation, which is one of my favorite brands when it comes to this type of gear. I use this custom built octagon, and then I use a Roland mixer that allows me to mix the music with the keyboard sounds. And then it's basically everything is built inside my computer, because all the sounds that I play from the keyboard come from my computer. So it's not like a black magic or rocket science. It's simple stuff, but of course it all comes to prepare actually make the music in the studio, prepare the set, and then when it comes to play, if everything works, it's fun, and it's pretty much easy, basically. Yeah.
And can you tell me something more about this Octagon project? Like, I don't have the privilege to see you playing the Octagon. I know last year you've been with this project.
I did play Dream State here in Poland, but the latest one, it's in Rotterdam for A State of Trance. Yes, that was in February. I mean, there is a great YouTube video on that for the entire set.
Maybe next time.
And also, there is also a backstage short video where I explain how it's built and what I usually do.
But what about developing this project? Are you coming back maybe to Poland with this Octagon project?
We really go with the flow. We have plans now, but for the next show, we still unsure when and where we're gonna do it.
Okay, and can you tell me something more about your upcoming summer season plans? Because, for sure, you are extremely busy. But what are your, let's say, top 3 festivals that you will be performing this summer? Like your favorite ones?
Well, more than a festival, I think. Well, there is a big festival in Spain that I will play for the first time. But when it comes to summertime for me. Yeah. It's more about Europe and Ibiza.
Okay, true.
So I'm gonna play in Ibiza, and I know it's it's not a massive festival, but still one of my favorite parts in the world to play, just because I'm really attached to it.
Okay, so if you can choose playing in a really big venue or small club in Ibiza, so I think you will choose the small club in Ibiza with this vibe. And during, of course, the summer season. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, summer season. Yeah, well, why not? Why not? I mean, I really need both. I love to play the big crowd, the big festivals, but I also want the very intimate small clubs as well, because when you play a festival, of course, people is not all the people is there for you. A bunch of people is there for you. Yeah, a bunch of people is there for another DJ. A bunch of people is there for just the festival, no matter who's playing. Okay. So when you play your own show in a club, all those people you see are your fans, are coming to see you because they know your music, they sing your music, and that's a vibe you want.
Okay, that's true. And so, let's say maybe the last question: what would you say to your fans who are still thinking about buying tickets to ASOT here in Poland?
Well, that's probably the biggest festival I'm gonna play this summertime.
Okay. So you cannot miss it.
You don't want to miss it. No, you don't want to miss it.
Okay, thank you very much. And can I just ask you some really short questions? It will be like yes or no. Yes or no questions. I will take this card. Okay. Sunrise set or dark warehouse?
Depends on the music I play. Oh man, do I really have to choose?
You have to choose.
Dark, underground, foggy, sweaty warehouse.
Okay, I doesn't expect that.
I know, me neither. But that's what I like.
But if you can describe with one word Polish audience.
What can you say it again? Sorry.
Polish audience in one word for you.
I wouldn't say audience. I would say friends.
Friends. Okay.
Yeah.
The most emotional trance track ever.
Probably Carte Blanche.
Okay. Yeah. Coffee before the show or just total focus?
I just had coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic trance or future trance?
Future trance. I'm always looking to the future.
Okay. And the best moment during the live set?
When I do mistakes, because people get to see it's live.
It's live, okay. Emotions.
And I do mistakes a lot.
Okay.
Not on purpose, but hey, it happens.
Okay, it happens, of course. Emotions or energy?
Well, there's no energy without emotions, so I think that these things are connected.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you very much.
No worries.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.